Hello there and welcome to the channel.
You break the rules.
Look out!
And become a hero.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
During the Super Bowl, Marvel released a 30-second teaser and later on a complete official trailer for the upcoming Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The two clips featured different hidden details for the upcoming sequel.
We should tell him the truth.
The trailer was so awesome. There is a lot of amazing details packed into a really quick second frames in the back end of the trailer, so I slowed it all down not to miss any details. So, before we get into discussing and breaking down everything Multiverse of Madness, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell to never miss any of our uploads.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
In this video, we will be breaking down every frame of the two clips to catch any hidden details you may have missed. So without further ado, let's begin with the first Super Bowl teaser.
What do you know about the multiverse?
In the first scene of the teaser, we begin with the voice of our MCU Doctor Strange as seen in last year's trailer, where he questions Wanda of her knowledge about the multiverse. But the first scene that we open to in the teaser is of Doctor Strange, America Chavez, and Christine, who I think isn't the MCU Christine but her variant from another universe. Because if you look at her hair, it's red and of a different style compared to the Christine we know. And also, the Christine we saw in the first trailer had a different hair color, though this is not of much importance, for we do not know what her role really connects to, apart from previously being a friend and love interest of Doctor Strange. In the immediate scene, we are able to spot Defender Strange, and behind him you can see star-shaped portals which are used by America Chavez to travel across the multiverse. Also, in the same frame, you will be able to see the monster that America Chavez seems to be fighting in another scene. After that, the Marvel Studio logo rolls in, though this one doesn't have a lot of details compared to the ones that we have been receiving for this film. In the next frame, we see a recycled scene from the first trailer, where Strange is in another universe accompanied by Chavez and Christine, which fans predicted to be Utopia, the hometown where Chavez comes from in the comics. Following that is a scene at the Sanctum Sanctorum under attack. The next scene, which was just a glimpse, shows Wanda in front of a mirror-like wall, similar to the one seen in What If series in a scene with Watcher. If this is the same thing, this might be Wanda trying to locate her kids in another universe. The scene is followed by Modo attacking Strange, then Chavez against the Gargantos in the streets of New York, which is the place I think Chavez first meets Doctor Strange. We then see Strange assessing the Chaos Magic MCU Christine walking down the aisle, and then we see Defender Strange still in the same location with the monster, where it seems like he will be sacrificing himself to save Chavez.
We should tell him the truth.
This next scene shows us Strange appearing before who I believe at the secret society Illuminati headed by Professor X, who say that they should tell Strange the truth. I think he's communicating to the rest of the members, urging them to tell Stephen the truth. About telling him the truth, this could focus on a lot of things, such as telling him the shams of TVA created by Kang. Maybe tell him that the MCU is a not complete reality, but instead a piece of Wanda's imagination. There's literally a million things that could be a lie that Strange doesn't know. The next in the scene I mentioned earlier about Christine having a variant, because the Christine we see is in a kind of lab or prison or some kind of the Illuminati HQ, where Chavez is locked in a glass prison and you can be able to spot one of the bots running past her across the room, meaning that it's the same universe as the one with the Illuminati or whatever name they choose to go by in the MCU where Strange has been captured. You will also be able to see the same scene of Chavez imprisoned in the glass in the official trailer when we zoom into Wanda's eyes, meaning she knows or she is involved in some kind of way, or even it's not actually Chavez that we see in Wanda's reflection, but her kids who have been captured by the Illuminati, similarly to how she was imprisoned with her brother. This is followed by a mysterious glowing character who's driving critics mad trying to figure out who he or she is. It's been debated that it's superior Iron Man, rumored to be played by Tom Cruise. Others disagree in that the character is a variant of either Monica Rambeau or her mother Maria, who might have gained Captain Marvel's powers in a different scenario. Another character that could match the scene is Captain Marvel herself, though as a variant. Lastly, a character that I fully disagree that can't be in this film is Mrs. Marvel, who some fans are debating to be the mysterious glowing character.
Careful, Stephen. This path exacts a heavy toll. Watch the full trailer online.
This next scene is a recycled scene from the first trailer showing Doctor Strange fighting someone at the Sanctum Sanctorum. We are then teased with a shot of Wanda in form of a zombie similar to the one from What If, and also a zombie variant of Strange who I think is the Defender Strange in zombie form. These are actually good shots from the director Sam Raimi, who many know from directing the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man trilogy. Lastly, dare I say, the new logo variant rolls in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, let's get into the official 2 minutes long trailer.
The nightmare begins. Every night, I dream the same dream.
We open the new trailer with a close-up of Doctor Strange followed with his voice stating that every night he dreams the same dream of a recurring nightmare where we see a destroyed Sanctum Sanctorum surrounded by skeletal remains, noting that this film is meant to be the MCU's first entry to the horror genre, fortunately being directed by Sam Raimi, who is celebrated for his work in the horror field, with the Evil Dead films being his most beloved production. The next frame shows doors opening to the Sanctum Sanctorum, where we see Strange meet his other darker version, Serenity Strange, in the previous trailer. The reason I'm sure it's the Sanctum Sanctorum is due to the waters seen on the floor and the staircase, which were clearly visible compared to the current shot. So it's clear that this isn't Kang's castle, as some fans claim to be. In the same shot, you can be able to see a red line indicating presence of chaos magic created by Wanda. At the staircase, you can see two statues, one on each side, with each being of a different gender. Though it's a long shot, it might be a symbol of the two twins, Wanda and her brother Pietro.
Then,
We see a cup of coffee break behind some wheels as a blast hits Kamar Taj with another frame showing Chavez strung up by the monster as she opens a portal, followed by other portals in the same place. We are also able to see Defender Strange, who, as I mentioned earlier, might die in this scene as he tries to save Chavez. I think in the next scene where Strange snaps out of a dream is the exact time when Defender Strange might die fighting the monster.
the nightmare begins. I did what I had to do.
This new Marvel Studios logo seems to have similarities with the What If animated series logo, indicating several crossovers from the series. If you slow it down, you will be able to see tentacles from Gargantos swinging across the logo.
I did what I had to do. To protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange.
The next scene is all about the impacts of Spider-Man No Way Home spell, where Wong explains to Strange that despite him repairing the fabric of reality in No Way Home, his spell to make the world forget about Peter Parker's secret identity still had a lasting impact on the multiverse, for even after sending everyone back, some other beings may have slipped through the cracks of the multiverse as well. Also worth a mention is that the Goblin destroyed Doctor Strange's Machina de Cadavers, which will definitely have a negative impact on the multiverse.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
In the New York street shot, you can be able to see Chavez running, and I think this is where she meets Doctor Strange and Wong as they fight Gargantos. We also get a glimpse of Christine's wedding, which seems to be taking place minutes before Gargantos appears in the streets. This had also been teased in the first trailer.
Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
The next scene includes a recycled scene from the first trailer of Doctor Strange 2, showing Wanda in her full and redesigned Scarlet Witch outfit, then a continued conversation. Wanda says that Vision had theories about the multiverse and states that he said the multiverse was dangerous, which is still amusing considering Wanda has been tampering with the multiverse for a while now. As we see another angle of the cloud of darkness covering Kamar Taj with the wizards, and now a better shot of Rentra getting ready for war.
I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality.
In this scene, we see Strange accompanied by Christine and America traveling through portals. Mordo informs Strange that his mistakes will not go unpunished. We get a glimpse of New York fading into a black nothingness, taking Doctor Strange's effects to an even greater limit in what looks like a stunning set piece. Director Sam Raimi's use of the multiverse to destroy Doctor Strange's New York is definitely stunning. While this could be part of his visions or nightmares, a destruction of his home will be the perfect catalyst for Strange to head into the multiverse in search of answers, similar to what we saw in the What If series.
Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
This is definitely the best part of the trailer, as Strange walks in handcuffed by Mordo and guarded by the Ultron bolts as he heads before a council of who are most probably the Illuminati, headed by Professor Xavier. This is followed by the voice of Professor X as he tells the other members that they should tell Strange the truth. Watching this scene for the first time gave me the chills. Though the other members are not clearly seen, and even some of the thrones aren't occupied, we can easily spot Mordo at the far right and also someone who looks like Black Panther on the left side of Doctor Strange. There are at least 3 or 4 seats occupied. This scene was shot in the UK Museum and definitely has a lot of hidden details. And with what we know, Marvel is good at changing frames and removing characters, so let's not go deep on this. America and Steven travel through portals with a certain frame, including portals which could actually be the Savage Lando from the comics. It's one of Marvel's uncharted locations where prehistoric life found refuge as the dinosaurs were wiped out. we've had several battles in the comics taking place in the Savage Land, such as Secret Invasion, which unsurprisingly is an upcoming Disney Plus show. So be on the lookout for any Easter eggs. This scene where as Strange and Chavez go through one reality, their bodies change into cracked pieces which could be similar to the House of M, which also has people's face turned to the same as Wonder Warp's reality. And not to forget, it is one of the comics being referenced a lot in the film. In another frame, you can see the animated world behind them. It's also noticeable that they change to the animated characters, indicating that they also alter their physically, and so does the reality. And to add on to this might be a way to introduce a live-action Captain Carter, whose shield is spotted in the official poster revealed by Marvel. Other characters who have been featured in the Broken Glass poster, though socks seem like a long stretch, include Deadpool, Mr. Fantastic, Captain Marvel's shield, Captain America's shield, the Illuminati, and many more.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out!
Our next scene is a reused scene from the first trailer as Doctor Strange meets this unknown dark variant of Strange, a Serenity Strange of kind. This is followed by the most debated part of this trailer as this glowing character breaks through the wall to fight Wanda in the same room, where Strange had been brought before the Secret Society. You can confirm this through the winged statue behind Wanda, which was still in the scene where Strange stands before the council. This mystery character is yet to be identified, though it's still being debated that there are two separate characters, one who is superior Iron Man and the other one being a variant of Captain Marvel, or even Monica Rambeau with similar power. Another scene of Kamar Taj being blasted as the wizards seem to be defeated by whomever they are fighting against. We are able to spot Strange slashing a bus in two when Gargantons throws one towards him and America Chavez.
To become a hero. I do it, I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Next frame is quite interesting as we see Strange looking at a statue of himself in a different version of the multiverse. At first it looks like Utopia, but it's probably not, for it matches a more vibrant New York, with a great variety of vegetation across the street and on houses. The statue, which was erected in memoriam, teases maybe there's a version where Strange already passed away, or even it's a memoriam for Defender Strange, who I think will die fighting the monster in order to save Chavez. In the same scene, Wanda questions Strange of how he gets to become a hero for breaking rules and she becomes an enemy for doing the same. This next shot takes us to what I believe to be Westview, New Jersey, with Wanda and a variant of herself, though the setting is a bit different, so maybe it's a different universe where she finds a version of herself as she tries to locate her children. Though to me it's still weird because this would be like taking children from another version of herself in the multiverse. In another theory, for the same scene at the end of What If, in the end of What If, we saw Wanda turn into the forms of one brewing coffee, while the other was going through the dark hold. Maybe the case was pretty the same in that scene. You will also be able to see two scooters made for the twins, and the broken staircase indicates that there must have been a fight before the two Wandas, or maybe she tried to rewarp reality of Westview again.
Doesn't seem fair.
In this scene, we get to have another look at America Chavez's multiversal powers, adding to her ability to open star-shaped portal torn in the fabric of the universe. We also get a glimpse of Wong fighting Gargantos in the streets of New York. Despite WandaVision showing Scarlet Witch to have received a significant power boost thanks to her battle with Agatha Harkness, this short sees Wanda beaten and bloodied in one of the seemingly many fight sequences. It's a haunting look for Wanda, for as we get a close-up to her eyes, you get to see a reflection of Chavez locked into the glass prison as Wanda may try to take her powers from her to give Wanda the ability to travel through the multiverse at ease in search of her children. Though Wanda may seem calm at the beginning of the trailer, if you dig deep, you will be able to note that it's all fake and just another illusion. When she's giving a speech to Strange about him being a hero and her being an enemy, if you pay attention to Strange's clothes, it's exactly the same as the one from her garden, and the background fits in too much with the same of the two shot of the two scenes. It may be a brief moment, but the last shot of Benedict Wong's new Sorcerer Supreme is shown to be beaten up and barely hanging on something. This could come after the fall of Kamar Taj, or may simply reflect how dangerous the world has become since Doctor Strange opened up the world to all manner of multiversal threats. Last frame is the zombies out version of Strange teasing what could happen if he absorbs a lot of power, which he will definitely do because he lets loose those Gargantua's arms in one of those scenes. This zombie Stephen Strange appears to have melded with shadowy creatures from another universe, corrupting him into a zombie. While likely a variant, this zombie Doctor Strange may be the mainstream version in some form of torture or corruption, like the rest of the new character and story revelations in the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness trailer. This moment teases an entirely horrific second solo outing for Doctor Strange. Interestingly, as earlier shown, the Super Bowl TV spot showed a clearer look at zombie Doctor Strange and zombie Wanda. In the last and final frame of the trailer, the title is created to have a similar feature to that of Avengers Endgame, and as all the broken pieces come back in place to form the title, it may be foreshadowing that at the end of the day, all things will fall back into place once again. This Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness will be in theaters from May 6th with early screening from as early as 2nd May, but I would be glad if they gave us a treat by releasing the film a week earlier. There is a lot to break down, so let me know your thoughts and reactions of this in-depth breakdown at the comment section below. And also make sure to point out anything that I may have missed in the breakdown of the trailer. Check out our other videos through the links in the description and follow us across social media platforms at Keen's Review. And lastly, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.